So I want to talk about the event that we celebrated with my family, and this event is my admission to university. So this is happening when I have graduated from the 11th form. So in our country, when you apply to universities, you take one-day test, and then after like 2 weeks, the results are released, and then you find out whether you have admission to university, whether you were accepted or not. So I took the exam and I was waiting for my result to come out, and after 2 weeks my results came out, and to my surprise I was admitted to university on a scholarship base. So if you're accepted on a scholarship base, you don't have to pay the tuition fee, which was a great great news for me and for my parents, for my father especially. So I told the news to my parents, and they were really happy, and everyone was feeling over the moon at that time. And so my father told me that because you're accepted on a scholarship base, I want to make a present for you, and then we're going to organize a party. I'm going to invite your friends, your relatives, your schoolmates, maybe your teachers as well. So we decided to invite many people to the party because it was such a big event. In our country, it's very competitive to get into university, and the university that I applied to was also a very prestigious university. It was really hard to get in, and I was able to get, not only to get in, but also to be accepted on a scholarship base. So we decided to celebrate this. And then we called everyone, and we had a great party. We danced, we ate nice food, we had a chat with each other, and everyone was congratulating me on giving presents and giving advice and asking about the process of admission and exams. So it was really like the star of the party, of course, because I was the person who got admitted to university. So I really enjoyed my time, and this was one of the most memorable parties in my life, moments in my life. This is something that I'm going to remember for a long time. And so this is the time when I celebrated an important event with my family. So, so now it's time to turn to part 3 questions. Demek part 3 savollarni ham ko'rib chiqamiz. Hozirda bu yerda 4 ta savol ko'rinyapti bu yerda. Xo'p, va qiziq savol bor ekan. Does pregnancy count as an important event? Xo'p, ya'ni endi borini o'qiyapman, to'qib chiqarayotganim. Xo'p, ya'ni homiladorlik muhim bir event hisoblanadimi deyapti. Yeah, in our culture it's very important event, and it's something that people wait for, and having a baby is a big deal in our country. And when young couples get married, they usually expect the parents and the relatives expect them to have children as soon as possible. It's very different from Western culture, where you're more relaxed about when you can have a baby. But in our culture, it's very much emphasized that you should have a baby as soon as possible after you make a marriage. So once the woman gets pregnant, it's a big celebration, it's a big event, and everyone becomes really happy with the expectation of a young baby to the family. How do people celebrate important events in your country? Now it depends on the kind of event. So for example, there are some national holidays where people go out to the streets and celebrate it together with other people in the community. There are some holidays where it's more like family event. So for example, if you think about New Year's party, so it's usually something that we celebrate with family. And there are some events which you can celebrate with your friends, for example, birthday parties, or when you got admission to university. And there are some religious holidays as well, where people go to special places like mosques to pray. So it depends on kind of event, and there might be different forms of celebration. Do you think that people spend way too much money on celebrating special occasions such as weddings or birthdays? Well, I think yes. I think there has been more emphasis on this kind of celebrating as spending a lot of money on this kind of weddings and birthdays, and especially in our culture, it's very popular, and people save all their lifetime, spend all their lifetime savings on just one wedding party, and they also become they also get some debt from the bank or from people, other people. So it's such a big event for us to celebrate it as, as luxuriously as we can. So I think, and this is actually a wrong thing to do, because it's just one-time event. I mean, you don't have to spend so much money. It's just one-time event, and you don't have to show off to all people that you're rich or. It's more about the expectations of the society, because society expects you to celebrate it in that way, and people often try to show their wealth off when they celebrate this kind of events, especially wedding parties. Why do more and more young people prefer to celebrate festivals with their friends rather than with their families? Now, the reason why young people tend to celebrate more with their friends is because they feel close to their friends, and there are certain activities that they find comfortable, convenient to do with their friends. For example, they don't want to just sit at home and eat a cake with other members of the family. Just sitting in the home is not really something that it sounds nice when you celebrate something. They want to go out, they want to spend time out, they want to dance, or they want to go to some like a restaurant or cafe to celebrate with their friends. So in that respect, they're more likely to choose their friends, because their friends have the same common attitudes to life, and so they share the same kind of interests. That's why they want to spend more time with their friends rather than with their families. Okay, that's it, I think. Ben sorulara cevap verecektik. Hopefully this was good, and thank you for watching, and see you soon. Take care.